Chief Jacobs, can you remind me to talk to you about the iPad at the meeting?
Sure.
Really appreciate it, because I keep forgetting.
No se le olvide prender su micrófono. No se le olvide prender su micrófono. No se le olvide prender su micrófono. Sí. Okay, I have 4 o'clock whenever you're ready. Good afternoon. Today is July 10, it's 4 p.m. And please call the roll.
Chairperson Juani Garza.
Here?
Vice Chair Ted Masiacos.
Present.
Alderman John Lash.
Here.
Alderman Mike Seville.
Here.
Alderman Emmanuel Llamas. 4 present.
Okay, thank you. The first is approval of the minutes 23-0504 from June 26, 2023.
So moved. Second.
Motion by Alderman Ted Masiacos, second John Lash.
It was Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, 4-0. Okay, public comments?
We have no one signed up for public comment today.
Okay, all right, so please read the first item in the agenda.
Item 23-0510, a resolution to award the Root Street Water Main Replacement Project located in Ward 6 to Stokes Excavating, Inc. in the bid amount of $455,560.00.
Good afternoon. Kurt Muse from the Engineering Division. This first project is Root Street and High Street, just north of the railroad tracks and the High Street Bridge. Currently on Root Street, there's a 4-inch dead-end water main with a hydrant and several homes. And there's also a dead-end water main next to Jalisco and a barber shop on High Street, which is 6-inch. So those, in order to improve the capacity of those and water quality of those 2 sections of water main, we'd like to replace the water main with 8-inch and loop them together so that this project would take care of both of those needs. We bid them out publicly and got 6 bids back, with Stokes Excavating being the low bidder. They've gotten several other projects, and we're confident they can complete the work yet this year. Be happy to answer any questions.
Comments or questions?
I just have
Yes,
a
Mike?
minor change. It's really in Ward 1.
I noticed that on the way over. I will take care of that. Sorry about that.
In that motion for approval.
Okay, motion Alderman Mike Seville. Second, John Lash. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passed 4-0. Next item.
Item 23-0513, a resolution to award the Mountain Street, McClure Road, and Austin Avenue Water Main Replacement Project located in Ward 1 to Girardi Sewer and Water Co. in the bid amount of $978,173.00.
This next project addresses 2 locations, one on Austin Avenue south of Sheffer and Mountain and McClure near the intersection of that. Both of these 2 locations have a history of water main breaks and are highly ranked in our replacement list. And they're close enough that we'd like to package them together to get some economy of scale. Girardi Sewer and Water was the low bidder. We received 10 competitive bids. They were slightly below the engineer's estimate. And they've completed several similar type projects. They're about 6% lower than the estimate. So we're confident they could complete this work. Be happy to answer any questions.
Okay. So normally they send the note when the job gonna get done, right? To the neighbors?
So typically after today's meeting later this week, I'll send a construction notice saying pending city council approval. We're planning on moving forward with this project. Probably get started mid-August, September, be my guess.
Okay, yeah, it's another project and down the street, so they call me, they need to know what's going on because they never receive a notice.
Okay.
So they need to know exactly what's going on and what is the date finish. So I said, let me see, some new companies sometimes they're not really be clear with that,
Okay.
okay?
Make sure that these get notified.
please. Questions, comments? Yes?
Is it the city that sends notification, or is it the company that sends it? Just curious.
We draft a letter
The city,
and
normally.
name the contractor in the letter. Yeah, so it's on city letterhead, so it seems official.
Yes. Yeah, the city send normally in, but when they take a little bit longer, this is the problem. When they take a little bit longer, so the residents need to know when it be done, because sometimes they block in the driveways. Yes, this is the situation. Okay?
Madam Chairwoman, just a point of clarification on that note, is it also in Spanish?
Yes.
All right.
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Second.
Motion by Alderman Mike Seville, second Alderman Ted Misiacos. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passed 4-0. Thank you.
Item 23-0514, a resolution to award the Lake Street Crossing Water Main Replacement Project located in Ward 4 to Stokes Excavating, Inc. in the bid amount of $111,591.00.
This last water main project for today is located on Lake Street near the south end of town. For reference, it's near the odd intersection of Sill and Montgomery Avenue and Lake Street. That's kind of just south of Papa G's and Jericho Road. There's a perpendicular crossing there to connect the two systems on either side of Lake Street, which has a history of breaks and actually is currently off, so it's not providing a loop connection there. So this would replace the valves and the section crossing Lake Street in order to provide better water quality at the south end of town. We're in the process of getting the IDOT permit to be able to narrow the traffic down to one lane in each direction for the duration of the project, which should be fairly quick. I mean, it's not a very long section of water main, so hopefully a couple days for each side. We publicly bid it, got 6 bids, and Stokes Excavating was again the low bidder on this project. Be happy to answer any
Comments or
questions.
questions?
Madam Chairwoman, just one more question. I've asked this question before, and it's great that we have a vendor that we can count on and consistently comes in and gives us a great price and a good service. The question I've asked before is, based on the volume of work they already have and the volume of work that we're looking to add, do you feel confident that they'll be able to perform and get this done before anything might happen with Mother Nature or whatnot?
Yes, I'm confident. This is probably the 5th project they've gotten. Currently, we're probably about 80% done with the first 2. The project on California that they're currently working on, they made very good progress. So
Okay.
we're about ready to move to the 3rd project.
All right, that's enough. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, motion by Alderman Mike Seville, second Alderman John Lodge. All in favor, say aye. Okay, motion passed 4-0. Next item.
Item 23-0522, a resolution requesting ratification for emergency replacement of a video management server from Scientel Solutions LLC, 2021 North Eola Road, Aurora, Illinois, 60502, in the amount of $75,304.82.
Good afternoon, Chairwoman Garza and committee members. My name is Mario Gil. I'm a Director of IT Operations for the city. I'm here today covering for Bob Leibel, who is the Superintendent of Water Production, and with his full support on this. I'm here to request for ratification of an emergency purchase for the new video management server. As many of you are aware, the Water Production Division is a part of our critical infrastructure in the city. And this department heavily relies on the video security cameras for the continuous surveillance, not just with the central plant, but also with the different multiple remote parts of the water production as well. For that, the current video playback storage system has been in place since 2010. In 2015, we did add additional cameras for the additional surveillance that was actually helping the Aurora Police Department to go and investigate some of the situations that happen. Unfortunately, the current standalone system is out of date, and it's been throughout the last few months, there's been a critical downtime that is unfortunate for the water production facility. Because of that, in the interest of maintaining the efficiency of our surveillance system and ensuring that the security of our water infrastructure, we seek your approval for this necessary purchase of new Genetec video management server. The timeline of some of the critical failures that we had in May 15 of this year, we had the issues with the playback, so we were not able to rewind the video for the police department. July 2nd of this month, basically, we had a huge crash of the server itself. It took about 24 hours for it to get back up. Which is 24 hours is a very long time for the video and being able to go and investigate if something have happened. And most recently on July 6th, we actually had another restart for the server itself. So we feel that is about the time to go get something newer up to date. I'm available for questions.
Okay. So they want to replace the whole.
Just a small server itself. With the cameras are newer, the connections and everything else to the server it's still new. It's just the server itself where it saves the information, like the videos, to preserve them for the viewing. And also the new server is going to be incorporated into broader enterprise video that we have in the city. It's going on. It's going to be in the same setup as the River Edge Park is, or Stolp Island garage as well.
Yeah. They're talking about the garage too. So it's in good conditions in the garage?
Say again?
On the Stop Island garage?
Yes, garage, yes.
Is in a good condition, the video?
The video, yes, yes,
Yeah?
yes.
Okay. Questions, comments?
I have a few.
First,
Oh, Jan? Sorry.
So exactly what is the CCTV monitoring system monitoring? And how many cameras are we talking about? I understand we're not replacing the cameras. I'm just curious, what exactly is it monitoring, equipment or security?
It's
on the
monitoring
doors?
the access elements of to the main building of the water production, as well as the wells of the water production, the remote wells. Due to the fact that we have a fiber going on to all the remote sections, and we extending the fiber in the network to be able to provide the security of those remote parts of the water production.
Okay. And then this went through Council R 21-135. I assume that's in 2021. Why did we not upgrade to the Genetec solution back then?
I don't know the answer to that, but I'll get it for you.
I'm assuming it was 2021 based on the number.
Hi, Alderman Garza, Chairman Garza, and Jeff Anderson, Deputy City CIO. What we've done is we couldn't tackle all of the video solution at once, right? And we've gone piecemeal around, and the water facility has their own fund that they pay out of. They budgeted for this year to replace this server, and we had plans to do it later in the year. It's just that this thing just stopped working for us. We had laid this out to do this. We had gone around to them earlier and replaced all, like Mario explained, the video cameras that are looking at all the city assets first. We felt the server would get us to the end of the year here, and it didn't, right? So that's why we're here now asking to replace that server at this point.
Is that 21 designator from 2021 when it was approved?
That server was not, no. So that was simply that resolution was to bring on Scientel as the managed service provider for managing all of the cameras and the service solution. So what they provide for us are cleaning, maintenance, realignment, all of those kinds of things that happen after weather. They'll go out and clean cameras if they've gotten dirty. They'll realign them if the weather's blown them around somewhere. So that's what they do for us. That us IT folks are not capable of doing.
Okay, and then my other question is there a service fee attached to this ongoing for Scientel to monitor maintain our systems?
So,
And is it sounds like it's all interconnected into one system versus a standalone.
that is correct. So, sorry, Mario, that is correct. So what the Scientel solution is in blocks of devices that we have. So I want to say cameras, it's in blocks of 50. I'm not sure exactly how the servers break down, but that's what we're paying for. I can't tell you exactly what, bringing this server on will add on to a cost. It may keep us right in that same block of, say, 10 to 20 servers, if that's an example, right? So we true up with them on an annual basis. That'll happen later in the year to figure out where we've got, what we've replaced, what we've added. Does that help?
More questions, comments?
I have a question, Madam Chairman.
Yes.
Just real quick, what do you mean by aging? What's the lifespan of these systems typically? My home or office unit typically is like 3 to 5 years, right? That's what my IT consultant for my business tells me.
Yeah.
What type of server are we talking about, and what's
I believe this one was installed in 2010. Was that right?
installed in
So-
2010,
So, and
So-
then, we've had it for 6 years. More than 6 years.
2010 was 13 years, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So at that point, because when I first started my company, I'm always figuring between 3 to 5 years, I would say, get a new server besides whatever is on the
Right.
cloud.
Right.
Do we have a program for replacing, maintenance program in terms of replacing these things? So, because again, what's the lifespan for this type of a server, and do we have a replacement program in set?
And Alderman, that's exactly why we put this program in place. 4 years ago, when we were looking at this, I hate to say it, but there was somewhere in the neighborhood of 30% of our cameras were inaccessible, some way, shape, or form throughout the city, whether they're looking at our own assets or doing other things. The train station was an example, et cetera. So getting them on this program and getting them on a replaceable, repeatable cycle is exactly what we're trying to do.
Okay.
This was one of the tail end here. This was here. Like I said, we replaced all the cameras first around here, and we wanted to get this server in, but we thought we could get to the end of the year here with what we had, and it just really, the 3 outages we've had here haven't been acceptable.
Okay, I thought maybe you say 10 years, but you guys, 2006, it's a long ride for that server then, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for that answer, I appreciate it.
I got a follow-up question.
Yes, Mike?
If we lived in a perfect world and we were in fact going to be able to replace it at the end of the year, would we have gone out for bid, or would we just ask Scientel to provide us the info?
We would have asked Scientel to do it as part of this managed solution. What we've done is, we could find out for you if we wanted. I think before we started this, we had 3 different video systems throughout the city, and we had 4 different card reader systems throughout the city. So this has been a multi-year effort to bring all of that together under one umbrella, the Genetec umbrella, all under one solution set, so that we can have employees have one card, for example, to get into every building, and not have some people have to carry 2 or 3 cards because they have access to multiple buildings. So those kind of things have all been part of this multi-year approach to get it to where we're almost fully there now, right? Now, one of the bigger advantages, just to pitch for this here, one of the bigger advantages that we saw was last year, having this managed service in place, was last year when it was announced, I think it was the end of June, maybe early July, that we were hosting Chris Kindle Market. We would not have been able to get the infrastructure up in time if we didn't have this in place and have, a relationship with a managed service provider like Scientel to get this engaged and get this going, right? To go put out the Wi-Fi that we put out for all the vendors that came there to the park, and the additional views that the police department wanted, because we were using a different area of the park that was used for the stage. So it gave us a distinct advantage there to move quickly in that case.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to approve?
Okay, motion by Alderman Ted Misiacos,
Second.
second Alderman Mike Seville. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, motion passed 4-0.
I'll be a no on that at
Excuse me?
council. I'll be a no at council. 3 to 1.
Oh, 3-1, okay. All right, thank you so much. No other item? Motion
Second.
adjourned by Mike Seville, second. John Rush, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, Motion adjourned at 4:19 p.m. Thank you so much.